you guys had a very busy day. Very busy day. Actually, very busy week. Hope and pray you guys are having a great day. Um, did a lot this week. We were able to close out on a piece of property that we acquired. We closed out on it Tuesday. Thank the Most High, 17 acres. We'll talk about that more as we plan for the next phases of moving forward with the property. Um, Number two, of course, our older daughter, well, middle daughter, she graduated from law school today, officially graduated. Um, just thank the Most High. I mean, she just closed out with a bang, passed her bar exam, first try, just missed it by less than a point, the 300 club. Um, she just closed out with a bang, closed out with a bang. She gets sworn in tomorrow, uh, officially gets sworn in tomorrow as a uh, lawyer. So Esquire will be associated with her. Was able to have our oldest daughter among us, and she graduates at the end of the year. Uh, and then our youngest daughter, she graduates uh, next week with her undergrad at CNU. But anyway, family, it's a busy week, busy week. I'm in the hotel, and if you hear noise in the background, it's because I'm at the hotel. I'm in the lobby, but I wanted to do a quick live about this Pope here. I know that if you guys have not been aware of it, but just wanted to you guys bring this to you guys' attention that a new Pope to replace Pope Francis have been selected, and he selected the title of Pope 14, Leo the 14th. Very interesting name, and he is being regarded by, for example, Mark Lamont Hill and others as being the first black pope. I'm here to tell you, for starters, if you research the guy, he's never identified as being black, even though black is, you guys know how I feel about the term, but he's never identified as being a Negro, even though some has done some research and saw that he does have a part of his roots to go to Louisiana, but his roots you see listed there is Italy, Portugal, and some of those other places. And just because you have a background that traced to Portugal doesn't mean that you trace back to Negroes. Um, just because you have uh, bloodline that traces back to Italy doesn't mean that you trace back to Negroes. Just because you have bloodline that partially trace back to Louisiana doesn't mean that you are a Negro. I mean, but truth be told, let's just say if we go off the notion that he is black or a Negro or whatever, he's not the first. If you do your research, you know, there were three popes um, from Africa. I'm talking about born in that territory. For starters, I can't remember the first one, but he was like in the late first century. Then you had another pope by what is it, Malachides or whatever. Yeah, Malachides or Melekides. And he served like probably, I want to say around 311. He was a pope in 311, described as being dark skinned and from Africa. And then you had another one by the name of what is it? Galasius or whatever, who served in the fourth century around 492. Um, and he's described as being a Negro born in Africa, the Rome territory. So uh, don't let anyone fool you and tell you that this current pope is a Negro. He's not. Do the research. But even if he was, an interesting prophecy or interesting warning that the Messiah gave to his disciples, right? He told them to beware of wolves in sheep's clothing. And when you understand that prophecy, right, because Israel is referred to as being the sheep, lost sheep, but is referred to as being the sheep. The Messiah said in Matthew 15 that he's come for no one else but the lost sheep of the house of Israel. So he's coming for the true Israelites, not a religious system. So the Messiah said, warned his disciples, be careful of wolves in sheep's clothing. That means that you're going to have people that's going to come that's going to look like you and me, that's going to talk like you and me, could actually be from the community. But they're wolves, they're predators, they have agendas that has nothing to do with us. I mean, let's just say if they had selected someone that is hands down from our community, does it make it a good thing to celebrate? No, because number one, Hamashiach said, call no man father. What is the title of Pope? The word Pope is from the word Papa, which means father. What have the Roman Catholic Church has done for our community? Right? I do know Pope Papa has signed off on edicts to enslave our people, starting with Pope Alfonso the Fifth. Is it Pope Alfonso? No, Pope Nicholas the Fifth. Pope Nicholas the Fifth signed the edict to enslave our people. Santa Claus, Saint Nick. So family, just like when you talk about, let's just talk about, for example, Freemasonry. We deal with Prince Hall. You know, many want to, from our community, want to brag about, hey, he is the first free and accepted Mason who started off with a position as the Tyler, holding the Tyler sword, guarding the worship halls. So just because we may be, let's just say, a Negro from within our community may have accomplished something that, or been led into a country club filled with racists, or filled with those that are teaching all kinds of demonic stuff, that's nothing to brag about. But that's how we've been institutionalized, to brag about things that's supposed to be a major milestone or accomplishment for our community. Kind of like I use this example over and over again. The dirty dime versus the shiny nickel. You know, you guys heard me say this story before about the two brothers, the older brother, younger brother. The older brother came to the younger brother with a shiny nickel. Younger brother had a dirty dime, and the older brother was like, hey, I trade you my shiny nickel for your dirty dime. And the brother was like, little brother was like, at first, no. But then the older brother said, look, my shiny nickel looks better than your dirty dime. It's cleaner, it's bigger, it's wider, it's heavier. You sure you don't want to trade? So then the little brother said, hey, you're right. So he decided to trade his dirty dime for a shiny nickel. Moms come home, come and scoop them up. And took them to the grocery store, the corner store. And so he said, hey, you guys, go ahead, with your money, go buy whatever you want from the store. They had some freeze pops that was there. Freeze pops, 10 cents. So the older brother went, used that dirty dime, excuse me, that he hustled from his baby brother and purchased him a freeze pop. His baby brother went up there with that shiny nickel and was told that he didn't have enough money to buy a freeze pop. So he looks at his mother and said, big bro, he tricked me. He told me that my dirty dime was worth less than the shiny nickel. And now I can't buy a freeze pop. And the mother said to him, I told you to learn how to count. I told you the importance of understanding your value and the value of things. See, that's what religion has done to our community. Religion has caused us to take our dirty dime, because the world has really painted us in a very less than, image, associate all kinds of negative things towards our community. Think about how they're using DEI as a means to go at our community. It's funny when I see the threads, racists, especially MAGA people. Whenever some get canceled, oh yeah, cancel. We don't need any black this or black this or black this, black this. Painted the picture as if the Caucasian white man, so to speak, is a victim. But now, who do you see complaining about DEI? Who do you see complaining about all the things that this commander-in-chief said that he would eliminate under DEI? Who's the one that's complaining about it? The ones who complain about all the things that he's cut are the ones that benefited the most from DEI. Veterans, 90% are who? Caucasians, starting with Caucasian men. LGBTQX, whatever, the prefixes, pronouns, whatever, primarily are Caucasian men, Caucasian women, and they benefit the most. Number one on that list, Caucasian women. Number two on that list, Caucasian men. Number three on that list, Hispanics. Number four on that list, Asians. Number five on that list, veterans. Number six on that list, disabled or disability, which is dominated by Caucasians. Number seventh on that list, LGBTQRSTUVWXYZ. And last on that list, the Negro. But yet, they use that DEI to put our face on it and attack against it. Family, the religious system of the Roman Catholic Church enslaved our people. All of the three so-called Abrahamic faiths came together and they enslaved us. That's right, Judaism. Look at, and I have videos on it with the proof, who own most of the slave ships, who owns most of the slave ports, who signed the edicts. We could talk about the Arabic slave trade or war against our people, which I shared photos, images of who the Arabs actually enslaved in Yemen. They were Negroes. And of course, the Christian Catholic Church. 1442, officially 1452. So even if this person had any type of connection to our community, what's there to celebrate? Because that's still part of an evil religion that collectively had hijacked an identity that never belonged to them and enslaved the true people of the Most High. So here's These are my thoughts. Don't let anyone tell you, even if they try to tell you. Again, I Mark Lamont Hill, he's done a lot or took a number of stances on a number of different things. I saw the title. I'm gonna have to peep it out even more, but he's doing a live stating that, um, I guess celebrating the first supposed black pope, which is now Pope Francis, or no, Pope Leo the 14th, as being the first supposed black pope. Like I said, can't remember all of them. I know for sure because I did a lesson on this years ago. I know for sure there was three early on. I believe one in the turn of the just this at the tail end of the first century, the second or third century, and then of course the fourth century. There were popes then, Negro popes, born in Africa, described as being dark, very dark, black, so to speak. So family again, it doesn't matter because what's to celebrate? What has what what have the Roman Catholic Church, what have they done for us? They all again was part of that crafty council and came together to steal something that never belonged to them. That benefited on millions and millions upon millions of our people being hijacked, being kidnapped, enslaved, raped. So what is there to celebrate? What is there to clap about? So family, I just thought I'd do a quick live. I'm not going to stay here too long. I'm going to get ready to get out of here because I got to get up in the morning. Um, our daughter, she swears in tomorrow, um, as a judge. I'm not a judge, as a lawyer. She, the whole ceremony, you know, confirming her is tomorrow as a lawyer. And the great thing about it is she know who she is. She know exactly who she is. She knows her heritage. So again, family, really appreciate the love and support. I may or may not do a live this Saturday, this show, Saturday night. If so, I will touch more about and bring some receipts on who is the first pope, who was the first popes, and give you names and give you sources. But with that being said, have a blessed remainder of the night. Keep us in prayer because you know how it goes. Traveling mercies, man. I don't take anything for granted. Traveling mercies to return home. Pray over our children. Because this is not an easy thing for, especially area to be involved in, especially when you start dealing with the politics and even the things that are going on now. So just continue to lift us up in prayer. Again, with the property that we just acquired, and the goal is this is not going to be the last piece of property. I got, a plan. We have a plan. We have a vision that the Most High has given us. And we're going to do everything by the book. When I say by the book, by the law and the prophets. And of course, the testimonies of the disciples of Hamashiach. We're going to do everything by the scriptures. Can't let the cat out the bag with everything we plan on doing, but we got some things that are coming up. So again, really appreciate the love and support. Keep us lifted up in prayer, and don't get caught up with the news of this so-called supposedly or supposed black pope. Like I close out my videos. What's your thoughts? No, let me stop. That's my uploads. But in a nutshell, family, fear ye not, stand still, see the salvation of Yahweh. These Egyptians, these oppressors that think that they have power over us will not have power over us ever again. The Most High will fight for us. But here's the kicker, family. We have to hold our peace. Can't go back. Can't stay here. Keep moving forward. Shalom.